My research is based on evolutionary biology, using reptiles and amphibians as model organisms, and we're particularly interested in sperm competition and how females potentially select sperm from different males depending on their genetic quality, what makes a female's offspring better genetically and with higher viability. Probably the most interesting thing that we found was that depending on how closely related a male is to a female, that dictates his probability of siring offspring. So if you're more closely related to the female, your chances are lower of siring offspring in competition with another male. And when two males are particularly closely related, they also have more even paternity. The green color is not what we have found used in female choice context, but are used by contesting males to judge the rival's fighting ability. We haven't actually seen male coloration as a significant predictor of probability of paternity, but we have seen the major histocompatibility complex, which is a bit of a tongue twister, but it's one of those immunogenes that very strongly influences our chances of combating pathogens, of staying healthy, in other words. And that females actually choose upon, so that a male that she mates with is less related at the MHC complex.
We're going to look at a lot of different parameters about their lives in terms of when they breed, who they breed with, how many offspring they have, and what color they are, their behaviors. And in the long term, we can look at how animals evolve in real time. We're taking a blood sample for hormone analysis to look at levels of testosterone, progesterone in females. From the blood, we're also doing a genomics project. My colleague Mette Lilly is doing a conservation genomics project. And she's looking across this population and other populations in Sweden to see how the species is doing relative to mainland Europe. And we're taking a lot of photographs. We take photographs of these lizards to look at their color and associated behaviors. Where they are common, you will find them, but you have to know where to look. And they're in isolated little pockets, which is why they're quite endangered. Because if a little pocket goes extinct, nobody else is available to recolonize it. Only enemy we've seen of the sand lizard is the kestrel falcon. This is a small predatory bird that will circle over these ridge lines in the background, and we'll see them kind of hovering, and then they'll dive down hunting the lizards. So we have to respect them, and we have to respect their island and try not to make too big of a footprint. So we do our science within ethical boundaries on how we handle them and how we treat them, because ultimately we want them to maintain as a wild population. To be able to ask these in-depth evolutionary questions about life history strategies and about how species and populations evolve and change, it's fantastic, and it can make great insight globally, especially in light of climate change and changes in habitat.